guys, I'm just going to make a quick video on trans in healthcare, mainly because I've not had that many experiences with nurses and doctors and things, but I've had a little, and I watched Malachi's video yesterday, which he's had a really shit experience, and I'm hoping that my experience will show people that it's not all bad. It's basically your luck and who you get and things like that. I'm going to start off with when I first came out as trans with my GP, because he had never dealt with a trans person before, so I was his first, and he openly admitted that, and he wasn't sure of protocol and things like that. But because he knew what I was coming in to see him for, because my mum had spoken to him, he had done a bit of research and he sent me along to a psychiatrist who then referred me on to Sandyford. But he wasn't rude or anything like that, and he sat and he listened, and it was basically as much as a learning for me, it was learning for him as well, and which actually shows it's done good in the future, because he's recently told me that he now has a second transgender patient, and because of me and him learning along with me, he now knows what to do with her, and her process will be a lot quicker than mine, because he now knows that to send her on to Sandyford and what prescriptions she's going to need in the future and how to interact with her and be respectful, and he openly admitted that to me. So it's nice to know that I've educated somebody, especially somebody that's as high up as a GP, who will probably deal with more people like me in the future. Things like, I broke my foot not long after coming out as trans. I was living as Adam at the time, but I hadn't started testosterone yet, so obviously I still looked female, because I did struggle in my first year, well, right up until I was about 2 years on testosterone, I did struggle with passing, but I went to the hospital and they were pretty respectful. They called me Adam, they called me Sir, even though I knew fine well that I didn't look like a man. There was only one slip up, was the nurse that was taking me to the X-ray did call me hen once, but that doesn't really bother me, because I can see why people would, because I didn't look like a man at the time. So I don't know if you've watched my previous videos where I had pain in my lower stomach for about I think it was about 2 years, and I was referred to a gynaecologist, who obviously at the time my gender doctor, Dr. Ewan, told them, no, it wasn't Dr. Ewan, who was it? It was my GP, and my GP, I did ask him at the time, will you explain my situation, so they know that I'm coming in. And when I went, they were very, very respectful. The doctor that I got was lovely. She hadn't dealt with trans people before, but she was willing to learn as well. And things like, I have massive lower dysphoria, like incredible lower dysphoria, and she was very respectful of that. She knew that I wouldn't accept an examination, and she knew that I wouldn't accept an internal ultrasound, so she did everything in her powers to make sure that wouldn't happen. Unfortunately, when the letter did come through, it did say internal, and I never went, but luckily the pains disappeared not long after that, when I started the injection post-op, and I've not had that pain since. Yeah, so my experiences in the healthcare are totally different to Malachi's. As I said, it's just your luck depending on who you get and if they're respectful or not, but I've had very, very good experiences. Obviously I didn't have my chest surgery on NHS, so I can't really say about that. I will be getting my lower surgery on NHS, and I met with Dr. Ralph from London on the 1st of October, and I should be looking to get lower surgery come March, April next year. I have to lose 20 kilograms first, because the main thing they say is your BMI has got to be under 30. Mine's currently sitting at 35, so it works out about 3 stone in 3 months. I've got 3 months to lose that, and I have to stop smoking. They're now thinking about not taking on patients at all if they smoke, because of risks of complications, and the foreign doctors that do it, they don't take on people that smoke at all, and they get good results and less complications. So the London team are trying to follow in their footsteps, and that was all explained to me at the time, which is fair enough because you want the best results you can get. Changing my name with the doctors was pretty simple. I got my deed poll through, so I got copies. You get copies if you want. I always recommend getting copies, that way nobody can keep the actual deed poll. You can get legal copies, and I sent them off in a letter, with a letter explaining the situation that to my GP, and I got a phone call back just asking if I wanted to go down as male or female patient, because obviously changing my name and that, and I said male. It says the only difference it would make is you'd get letters through for like prostate screening rather than smears and things like that, and I was like, that's fine, I would rather that anyway. So I got changed, no bother whatsoever, and I got a new NHS number and an NHS card through the post pretty soon after that, and I had no bother whatsoever. So if you need to change your name, you're better doing it with your legal copy, sending it in the post with just a little cover letter explaining your situation, and it should be quite easy that way. You're better doing that through post as soon as, rather than waiting until you've got an appointment, because then you have to. I didn't like facing people, putting a face to the name sort of thing. So I'd rather do it in later, so that the next time I came, it was done. And I never had any problems with that. I never had any problems changing my name anywhere actually. Just because I did the same thing, I sent off a cover letter and my legal copy to every company, driver's licence, NHS, who else? The bank were quite simple as well. Everybody changed, no bother, including my title, that was all changed. I think that's it for about healthcare. I'm going to try and make a couple other videos today because I'm off and I'm bored shitless anyway, so yeah, cheers.